I am Hispanic Mexican. I am a cisgendered female and identify as straight.
Good.
I'm a Mexican, Hispanic, cisgendered male.
I am Mexican American. I identify as bisexual, and I identify with my cisgender, which is female.
I'm a Caucasian male, and I'm straight.
As an immigrant, I do feel like in the general classroom, it was pointed out that I was like Hispanic and a Mexican. I feel like everybody made a point to know, and people do act different sometimes when they're told that I'm like an immigrant, first generation, but then that's it.
I mean, so when I came out, I was fine. Like, I didn't really experience any hate from any of my friends. But then again, I have liberal friends, so.
I haven't had too many issues with my chosen identity. I went to a primarily white high school. I had a great time. I did good things. No problems.
Okay.
No, I remember like once when I was driving through Arizona, and I was dating like my high school girlfriend at the time was white. The gas station dude was just like super shitty towards me. You could tell like experience filling up gas. They're just really horrible. Kind of like a culture shock coming from Vegas and San Diego, because I didn't really know that stuff still existed.
So throughout the interview, it was interesting seeing how they described themselves and the places surrounding them. Luis described how unwelcome and uncomfortable he felt in white spaces, whereas Tristan described how how his life in a white space, and it's really like interesting to see how unaware he sort of seemed, and because he himself is white and doesn't really experience what white space and non-white space is in terms of a person of color.
Currently, I feel like the climate is pretty divided.
Yeah, I think it's a little heated. I definitely think it's a little interesting. I don't think it's anything that I want to be a part of, but there are people with different opinions than mine, so I like to respect everybody, but at the same time, it's kind of crazy that we do go to school with a gentleman like that, but okay.
I mean, I guess for me, I think the real issues with race, that bullshit like with the stairwells and like Nazi kids on campus, and the UNRPD dude, like dressing up as Colin Kaepernick. Like, there's just so much garbage going around, and it's really disappointing.
I feel like the campus is doing the bare minimum us and to like patch up what's happening to like us and the swastikas and everything happening. I feel like their staff could also do better to actually get someone who will actually do something and not just pretend that they're doing something or pretend that they're listening when they're really not.
I feel like it's either you're extremely liberal or extremely conservative, and there's definitely a difference on how the university attacks certain issues that are going on campus.
Basically, the faculty and administration just kind of brush it off and be like, oh, it's fine. I think it's unfortunate, and I wish we could do better.
Our call to action is more of including people in what we already have on campus and showing more love and more appreciation and giving more advertising and marketing to the things that we already have here on campus. Part of the problem here on campus is the amount of genuine, actual advertisement for these cultural and diverse programs and initiatives that we have here on campus. Actively engaging and progressing the development of diversity and inclusion should be a main goal here on campus. All four of the participants didn't know very much about the programs and the initiatives that we have here on campus already in regards to cultural diversity and minority programs that are just for people that are not part of the majority. Things like the TRIO program, which helps low-income first-generation students and allocates more money to people who are less fortunate but still want to exceed and go forward with academic excellence. Center for Cultural Diversity here on campus at the Joe should be a place for all ethnicities, for all races, for all identities to be able to come and speak and experience things with other students that might also experience the same things as them. involvement in the Black Lives Matter movement and in the BSO community should also be catapulted to the forefront of everybody's minds, because in today's society, these organizations and these types of movements are going to be around for a very long time, and with everybody's help, not only just people who identify with that community can progress and move forward the movement and its initiatives and its solutions closer to the resolutions we want. Being involved in the Latinx community here on campus is also something that should be majorly marketed and advertised. Such a huge Latino base here in not only at the university but all of Reno and in Washoe County. Those things should be lifted and advertised more for the masses and for people who even maybe not identify with the Latino culture or Latinx movement or the community can still come and observe and become aware and educate themselves on other people's identities in life. Because of faculty and staff, including President Johnson and members of ASUN, cultural inclusion and diversity isn't taken as seriously as it should be on this campus. All people who identify differently or are culturally diverse or are from another country or feel like they are the minority should know 100% all of these programs and inclusions that we have on campus, and the fact that they don't is a huge disservice to a large population of the campus. If we feel like our government and the people that are here to lead us and the student and even the student government are not actually looking out for our best needs, we feel, and rightfully so, feel as if our voices and our diversity and our identities don't matter.